hospitals in Gaza say at least 20 people are dead after Israel continued to bombard the territory on Monday. Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry says the number of people killed since the start of the war in October 2023 passed 58,000 over the weekend. That followed a string of attacks, including one that killed 6 children at a water distribution point on Sunday. The Israeli Defense Forces confirmed that attack, saying as a result of a technical error, the munition fell dozens of meters from the target. It added the IDF regrets any harm to uninvolved civilians. It comes as Israeli politicians criticize Benjamin Netanyahu's government over its proposal to force all 2 million Palestinians in Gaza into a single so-called humanitarian city. The opposition leader, Yair Lapid, called the idea crazy, criticizing both the costs and the logistics of the proposal, while the former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Olmert compared the proposal to a concentration camp and said that if the plan went ahead, it would amount to ethnic cleansing. Israel says its mission remains to destroy Hamas and bring home the hostages. International news organizations, including the BBC, are not allowed to report from Gaza. So Nick Bick has sent this report from Tel Aviv and a warning some viewers may find it distressing.
Monday morning rush hour at a Gaza hospital. A deluge of the dead and injured. Victims of the latest Israeli strikes in the southern city of Khan Yunis. Mohammed explains that his mum and dad survived the attack, but then he found his brother in pieces in the street, he says.
How many thousands of children? How many thousands of mothers?
Israeli former Prime Minister Ehud Olmert has been a fierce critic of the continuation of the war in Gaza.
There is nothing that we can achieve that deserves or that justifies this terrible cost of human lives, us and Palestinians.
The Israeli government is looking to build a camp in the south of Gaza, which would contain all 2 million Palestinians. People have said that is a concentration camp. Is it?
Okay, I mean, I think it was attributed to me that I said it. I didn't use this word. But what I say is very simple. The building up of a camp of 600,000 and with the idea of bringing on all of the people living in Gaza, 2.1 million people, into a very tight-held camp where they can't move away and they are completely controlled in such a terrible manner is a crime that honest people will not be able to tolerate.
Would that be ethnic cleansing?
It will definitely be interpreted as such for good reasons.
For now, Israeli soldiers continue frontline operations, but senior military figures are reported to be firmly against any such mass camp, and the proposal is overshadowing ceasefire talks with Hamas. The Israeli government rejects accusations that its current actions or future plans amount to war crimes in Gaza.
I want a real future for Gaza, for Gazans, for Israel. It has to be governed by people who do not seek the destruction of Israel and want to live in peace with us. That's what drives my decisions.
Those decisions are under increased scrutiny, with the latest dire warnings about the lack of aid in Gaza and the growing number of civilians trying to collect food and water and paying for it with their lives. Nick Beek, BBC News, Tel Aviv.